All right. Whoo! I am last minute today. Again. Maybe that should be my New Year's resolution. Bear with me here. Make sure Audrey had some food. Hello, hello. I did something and I'm excited to show you. Very excited, and I went shopping. I was one of the morons. I had to go to the superstore. Well, I didn't have to go, but I did. I went to the superstore and I went to Michael's. What was I coming over here for? Right. The Lazy Susan. So, and I got doing something and I got totally sucked in and lost track of time, and I looked down at my watch. I'm like, oh, I should probably get ready for my life soon. And I'm like, it's 5 to 1. Holy crap. So, yeah, I apologize. It's going to take me a minute to settle in here, but we're going to work on a couple projects and we're going to try out something that I did today. But first, I'm going to try to get this phone set up properly so that you guys, so I can see. You guys can see. I'm going to try. It might be a little tricky today. I'm going to try. I ordered a new phone arm today. I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be ordering over the next little bit, but I wasn't prepared to do all of that today, but I did get the phone arm ordered, so that should make a difference. Okay. Let me come in and say hello, hello, hello. Hi, Zumafu. How you doing, love? Oh, no, Sharon. What's happening? Oh, no, what's going on? Hey, Jerry Lynn. Sharon's at the emergency vet with Blue. Oh, no. Hope everything's okay. Hope he's gonna be alright. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, hey Tammy. Well, I did the crazy thing and went out on Boxing Day. I went back to the superstore to get another one of my jumpsuits, the velvet jumpsuits. So I got another one of those. And I went to Michael's as well. Oh, sending you so much love. Yeah, I can't keep up with that chat. Well, let's chat a bit. Help you keep your mind distracted a little bit. Yeah, Michael's is always dangerous. And I didn't need anything, but I went in there knowing that I was going to spend money. They have now sublimation blanks. So these are the stainless steel tumblers. And I needed a new drink tumbler. And I needed a new thermal coffee mug. So they had the thermal coffee mugs in red. And then they had the tumblers in black. So for once, I'm going to paint something for myself and I'm going to keep it. 2 somethings. But if it goes well, then it's something I might add to the line of stuff soon. Oh. I know, Sharon, but I still feel bad. Hi, Chameleon-Aired. Something from my personal collection. Oh, I might. I just might. I've never painted either of them before, no. So I have no idea how this is going to go. We'll have to see. It'll be an experiment for sure. I also got some paints. I really wanted a nice bright red. I'm really excited about this color. See, I spend my day looking at this tumbler, right? With these great reds and pinks on them. Like, I love this tumbler. So I spend my day looking at these beautiful reds and pinks and greens together. And I really wanted to find a nice red like that. May as well take a drink while I'm holding it. So I found this red and it's a multi-surface. And I freaking love it. Freaking love it. Isn't that nice? It's not going to come off as great on camera, of course, right? Then I got a teal. Yeah, nice lipstick red. Yeah, it was fun, Geraldine, not going to lie. This one is called Mediterranean. So it's just a really pretty teal. These two, the red and the Mediterranean, they're not metallic. I only got one metallic today. I'll save that for last. So I got that Mediterranean, but then I got teal as well. So it's much greener in person. I can tell you that. I think it's just the lighting, but they're just slightly different, but nice dark teal, turquoise colors. Then I got a green. It's called Camouflage, so it's kind of like a dark khaki. Oh, I love that color. Love that color. I'll start tagging Michaels and Craft Smart Paint in all of my posts and say, hey, I love your shit. Sponsor me. You know, wouldn't that be fun? Can you imagine? And then this one is called Deep Sea Green. And it's this almost denim-y teal color, a gray teal. And then I got Blue Cloud, another kind of gray blue. Just a very pale gray blue. I was looking for a nice pale blue, and I'd had one that was like an ice blue or more of a baby blue, and it wasn't the pale blue I was looking for. This is what I've been looking for. And then I got a color called Shark. And it's this gray brown taupey color. But it's got purple. It's a cool taupe. So it's definitely got purples, and like you could use it very well with purples and teals. I think it could go. It's really, really nice. Right? I just need to make a list of every craft. I need to organize my paints and say, this is everything that I have. And when I swap, because then I could say, hey, I found this color in Craft Smart, which is almost identical to this one in Folk Art. Save yourself some money and not have to deal with the thick paint too, right? So then I got a metallic. Now I want to compare it and show you. Where is... No, where are you? Where is it? Oh, there it is. So the one that I've been using up until this point was this kind of bluey teal, but they had this, it's called Native Turquoise, and it's a much more of a green teal. So I'm excited for that. Super excited for that one. So yeah, that's the haul from today. So the travel mug, the insulated tumbler, and all these paints. So they'll be fun to play with over the next little while. However, today we are going to continue to work on this mug, and I'm going to just move the tumblers out of the way. Don't want them to get scratched. Up out of the way. And I also got at Michael's a foam half circle that I have glued to a board that I'm hoping I can use. Oh, yep, it worked. To hold my mugs. So this should work just like that. Ta-da! Okay, let me scroll back. I missed a lot of comments and I apologize. Right? That red is nice. So, yeah, I'm going to have to, I'll do an inventory of my paints. I want to do like a super deep dive inventory into everything that I have, because I think I've got a lot of stuff that I don't know if I'm going to use it, if it might have been just stuff that I've picked up along the way and I don't intend to use, or it could be stuff that I forgot that I have that I want to use. I feel like I don't know what I have. So I'm going to be doing that. So I will, I'll publish the list of everything that I have. And I'll start trying to keep record. Well, and when I do my patterns, the patterns will have the exact colors of and brands of paints that I use in the piece that I create for the pattern. So there will be them there, and I can always just post an open list. Aw, thanks guys. How you doing? It's good to see you. Honeys, Chameleonaire, yo mama. How you doing? Mina. Sabrina. Right, Melissa? Isn't it so fun? Right? Wouldn't that be so much fun? That's like the lottery dream, right? Other people, I'll buy a fancy boat or jet skis or a cottage. And like, I'm going to buy all of the paints. Just all of them. And I'm going to have a whole building that's just going to be for my stuff. And I'm going to make it look like it's out of a magazine. I'm going to pay somebody money to come in and make it like the dream painter space. That's the lottery win. That would be fun. Right? You totally would take it. Who wouldn't? Oh, I don't have the jumpsuit on today. I will find it. I will wear it tomorrow. I'll do a live tomorrow and I'll wear it and I'll show you. It's pretty spectacular. Okay, yeah, I'll categorize them by the ones that are most used, because then there's a whole bunch that I know I haven't touched. And just say, you know, these are my most used and these are my least used. I think I've got some that I probably have never touched, but I wouldn't know for sure because I open them all. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is just getting some cloth and covering it somehow. But you finally caught the crud? What's that? Hey, Barb. This is Azzy, this is multi-surface acrylic paints. All right, so we're going to keep working on this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the camera at a terribly decent angle for you because the bolts on this thing are loosening and won't let me tighten anymore. So I'm waiting for the new phone arm to come in, and then I'll have this one and I can take all the parts and I can go get new parts and put it back together, and then I'll have 2 camera arms. That'll be exciting. But I'm trying to keep it as steady as I possibly can to make sure that we at least catch something and be able to show you bits and pieces. But we'll get there. Yeah, I think I will grab myself a piece of fabric that I can lay over top. That's a really good idea. That was my fear with the plant foam. So that could work if you cover the plant foam, but it's really dusty. It's a fairly fine dust, but I think it should definitely work for this. Hey, Shannon. Yeah, floating shells with all the paints. Can you imagine? Thanks, Bubbles. How's it going, Patty? Yeah, little paint pots. Get them. I got them off of Amazon. And now that I'm used to them, I'm much happier with them. I used to use little paint pots that were just a little more sturdy. And these ones are very flimsy, so sometimes they can be a little tricky to get open. And I was spoiled with some other paint pots that I'd had before. So, but now that I'm using them and I'm used to them and I know how to maneuver them and get them to work for me, I'm quite happy with them. So I just had to settle into that a little bit, I guess. All right, so let's grab the colors for this one and let's paint on the Lazy Susan. I'm so excited. All right, so we had where are my colors? Not you, and not, shoot, which one of you is the multi-surface? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think it's you. I don't think it's you. No, it's not you. Okay. I'm looking at the paint consistency. That's what I'm who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the paints. All right. So now that I've got my colors, I know what I'm doing. All right. So I was on 1, 2, 3. So now we go to this color. And for the top, the peak dot, we go to this color. So this mug is a color grade, a 3-color color grade. So that's going gradually between 3 different colors. So my colors that I'm going in between are blue, pink, and purple. So we're going from blue to purple to pink. I wonder if I can tilt it. I can tilt it. I can tilt it. Woo-hoo. Oh, I'm so excited. Yay. Okay, let me go back. I'm going to catch up on the comments. Sorry. You're welcome, sugar-free. Drop went well yesterday, Shannon. Thank you. Yeah, I got 4 orders yesterday and another order today, so I'm really excited. Sold another deck of cards. We're at 30 decks of cards that have been pre-ordered, and sold a few mugs. I think I've only got 3 mugs left, I think. Thank you. How are you doing? I know. Bonjour in France. Hi, Coco. All right. This is where it's tough because I normally turn the mug and I would tilt it towards me. But let's see if maybe I start trying to paint down here. It's not going to work well for the camera angle, but we'll get there. It's going to take some getting used to. That's all right. I think it'll still help. We'll see what it's like to do swoops on. And I'm at the point, too, where even if it alleviates 50% of the time that I have to hold it, my hands will be happy. So I'll take what I can get. Oops, there's some dust on there. Ooh, that's dusty. All right. Hi, Paula. Happy Boxing Day to you, too. Paula, I got your order for the tea light candle holders, and I'm looking at some of them, and they've got some bubbles around the rim that I'm not terribly happy with. I'm going to send these to you, so you've got them. One of them is absolute perfection, not a bubble to be seen. But the others have a few bubbles like this, so I'm not happy with them. But I'm going to send them to you, and then I'm going to make more, and I'm going to send you a second box of them. So I just know that for when you get yours, they're going to have some bubbles in there, but I'm going to send you replacements once I get them done. Okay? Camera angle's fine? Okay, good. Thank you, Dee Dee. Is what a fingernail? On my fingers? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, thanks, Shannon. You keeping busy? Okay, thanks, Paula. All right. Oops, I did one too many. Whoopsie. That was unnecessary. was looking at it going, why do they look uneven? That's weird. Oh. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think Delicate Dots Andrea does spackle, doesn't she? On actual stones too. Okay. So let's see. It's a little bendy. That's all right, I think. I might have to start doing swoops, a bunch of swoops, upside down. That's okay, I can do that. Let's move this, move it a little bit. Yeah, I might have to pick it up, and that's okay. But, like I said, I think it'll at least make it about 50% of the time that I need to hold it, which would be a huge, huge help. All right, I can't fight with this anymore. So, it will serve a purpose. It will serve its purpose very well, I believe. But it will be for the beginning parts of the mug, as opposed to when I'm getting around the sides. All right, so let's get some swoops in here. Oops, I think I grabbed the wrong end of my tool. Hold on. Nope, that's the right one. Okay. All right, let's do this. So this was the card for day 14 out of 30 of me pulling a card from my Dot Mandala Inspiration deck and painting something inspired by the word prompts. There's 52 different word prompts. And then on the backs of each card, on the card backs, there's 52 unique images as well of my artwork that you can use for inspiration too. So if you draw a card, you can choose to be inspired either by the words or by the image. And I challenged myself to pull a card every day for 30 days. And this one is day 14. I am very behind in my posts and in my creations. So I realized that I will not be completing one every day for 30 days, but I will be drawing the cards and every single one of them will get completed. And it's been really fun so far. I'm really, really happy with the results of what I've created recently. That was better. Oh, I thought I got them all. I did not. It's all right. Okay, bear with me 1 second here. I'm just going to clean my tool and put this down for a quick second, and then I will catch up on the comments. I'm going to take a drink too. Oh, thank you, Georgina. What's something interesting you know about anything? That the only thing that it actually exists is this moment. The future doesn't exist because it's not happening yet. And the past doesn't exist because it's not happening now. The only thing that actually exists in this moment is this moment. I find that really interesting. Got the hang of swoops? Yes, excellent. Keep in mind, too, that sometimes if you want to get swoops that are really tight and close in together, give yourself the patience and the time to set it aside and let them dry, because the paint is much more likely, of course, to run together if it gets too close and touches. So if you want really tightly spaced swoops, waiting for the previous row to dry can be helpful, too. Oh, I don't know what paints I would even use on a leather jacket. I'm sorry. And custom orders is not something I typically do. I would have to really think about that. Oh, yeah, that's right. Manon did the leather purse. Yeah. Maybe Manon would want to do that. Yes, a chamomile tea mug. Perfection. Thank you for sharing the live, Sharon. Oh, one more over here. Oh, no, there's a couple more. Oops. So we still have 2 more rows of swoops to go after this. Our final row of swoops is going to be the bright pink. Okay, so now I'm going to go down here. Sometimes I find it more comfortable to swoop up rather than to pull down. So make sure you try different angles to see where you're most comfortable. It does not need to be the same position that I'm using for my hands, right? And the way that I do it, make sure you try different things to see where you're comfortable. Oh no. 2.5 hours, Sharon. Oh my God. Merci. Foi de ser magnifique. I don't remember the French that I learned in school. I can pick up on a few things. That was cool. Well, that one just looks like a sperm. Nope. That's not what we want. That's not okay at all. But my paints from the previous row are dry. So as long as I can pull it out this way, I don't have to be too worried. Pull the paint off, and then I'll go in with my little wood stir stick. And works just like an eraser. Okay, try that again. Keep my fingers crossed for you, Sharon, that you get in soon and get some answers for Blue. Thank you, Darcy. Hello in Seattle. How you doing? Bubbles, I have been doing this for about 2 years now. I started off drawing mandalas, and then I got into drawing on rocks. And then I went down a Pinterest wormhole and found dot mandalas. And yeah, that was about 2 years ago now. There we go. Okay. Now let me catch up on the comments. Some tips on spacing for swoops. Pay very close attention to the amount of paint that is on the tool when you create a swoop that you like, to try and emulate that in the other paints and in the following swoops. If all of your swoops are going to be the same size, trying to make sure that you're adding the same amount of paint to the tool each time can be really helpful. And really take your time. Really, really, really take your time. Thank you, Esgriff. Need to find mugs big enough to do this pattern on. I've got another case waiting for me. She called me on Christmas Eve. I've got another case waiting for me. I need to start figuring out how we can order from head office, and I'll be a supplier distributor. Hi, Sabrina. Oh, thank you so much. I'm loving these ones. They're so much fun. I've got so many of the other mugs sitting around, and I've got a couple ideas for a couple of them, but these are my go-to ones now. I just freaking love them. So thank you. I'm glad you like them too. All right, so now I'm going to do the peak dots. And we're going to do the next row. Thank you. These swoops have been so much fun, and I've done them in a lot of different colors now, or what feels like a lot of different colors now, and it's so much freaking fun to do. And I had the idea that I want to take one of the teals and do top dots on the blues. I think that's what I want to do. Really, really badly. Well, and that's the thing, right? And I like that you can make the left or right-handed mugs, because when you can go taller, it wraps around and creates that cool wraparound effect too, eh? I think it's so neat. I'm interested. I haven't done one of the wraparound designs yet on one of these tall mugs. I'm curious to see what that looks like, because there's so much room for so much extra design there. Be interesting. Yeah, right? Right? Like the teal metallic top dots on top of that blue. I think that needs to happen. I really do. Which means I need to create some more of that blue out here somewhere. So I'm going to be thinking about that while I'm building this up. Now, what I would like to do is maybe be able to go through these colors one more time and be able to end with that blue that I can add some stuff to. Or I might just, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll wait and see. Okay, so those ones are done. Okay. So now we are going to this one. Oh, I love this color. Love this color. Isn't it pretty? Magenta. It's got more pink and purple in it in person. It's such a great color. All right. Yeah, really taking your time is key for spacing, especially if you've got like curved, you're going super curved like that, right? You really want to take your time. Oops. A little bit more paint there. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, that one's coming off. We're trying that one again. Well, this one's going to be a little trickier because the row before is still wet. Worst case scenario, if my hand slips and I take out the previous one, then I redo them both, right? That's the worst thing that's going to happen, because, and that's fixable. Totally fixable. This is just a wood stir stick. I use it like an eraser. So this is day 14 from of me pulling a card from my Dot Mandela Inspiration deck every day for 30 days. I am very behind. I still have 5 other cards that have been pulled that I have not painted yet, that are sitting on deck. And but they're all going to get done. I did a shop update yesterday where I added some of the first from the first 9 card pulls. There's a couple of them left. Very excited that the music mandala, the blue one, this one here, this one is going to Sharon. Blues mean mom. She snapped that one up. Yeah, 30 days-ish, right? Like, I'm going to pull a card every day for 30 days. That's going to stay in the 30 days. I'm just not going to get them all painted in 30 days, but I am going to pull 30 cards in 30 days, right? It's all semantics. Do you seal the design? No, I don't need to actually, Darcy. I'm using multi-surface acrylic paints, and they actually cure to be top shelf, dishwasher safe after either baking or air curing for 21 days. Yeah, I think darkness is going to be really cool. Yeah, I got to start kind of gathering that stuff up. Oh, thank you, Georgina. That one was a little bit wonky on the end here. That smoothed it out. That's good. Yeah, it's cool, eh? So these paints, they I can bake them or I can air cure them. I used to bake all of them, had lots of issues with bubbling, then kind of started increasing the amount of time that I let them air dry before putting them in the oven, and that solved some of the issues. Leaving more time in between layers of paint when I'm doing top dots, and that solved some issues. But what I've started to really kind of come to is that the paranoia that I'm going to put it in the oven and it's going to bubble has not gone away at all. I'm fairly confident that there's a chance that it'll come out fine. and lots have, but every single time I put a mug in the oven, I find I'm getting stressed out. So I had recently discussed the fact that some of the mugs are going to be air curing, because I've decided that when I'm doing top dots, I'm going to let them air cure for the 21 days so that I don't take the risk of putting them in the oven. The more layers of paint, the more risk of bubbling. But the more I think of it, is the more I'm realizing that I want to do that with all of them, because it really is stressing me out when I'm putting anything in the oven. Even when I've used that paint before, it's always paranoia that, something's going to be different and something's going to happen to it. Like, did I leave it in the oven 1 minute too long? Did it sit at the back of the oven compared to the front? So yeah, I'm going to be, going forward, I'm going to be letting them all air cure. So unfortunately what that's going to mean is there's going to be some lag time, right? Because I don't want to continually list mugs for sale that people have to wait 3 weeks before they'll even ship. But at the same time, I kind of hate the idea of saying, hey, let's spend 2 hours and paint together and you can buy this mug in 3 weeks. Like, nobody's going to remember that stuff. And when you've got a connection to something, that just doesn't feel good. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a debate with that one. Oh, thanks, Pumpkin. Oh, nice. Vanilla rainbow cupcakes. That sounds fantastic. I love rainbows. I love, love, love rainbows. A bubble disaster. Oh, no. Oh, no way. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that sucks, Sharon. Back to the question about spacing, Patty. The other thing is, too, when it comes to spacing, pay attention when you are trying to do swoops from different angles and watch where you are creating that spacing consistency that you're happy with, because that could direct you to try and do as many swoops as possible in that direction or with your hands in those positions. So really pay attention to what your hand and your body and all of that stuff is doing when you create the spacing that you want to see replicated. If you love something, yeah, you're going to soak the paint off and start over. Good, Sharon. Okay, that's good to know, Darcy. And that's what's happened up until now. I was kind of worried. I've done 2 releases and there's a bunch of them that are not shipping, and I certainly haven't had any complaints, which is really exciting. So maybe I'll just keep doing it that way then, and I'll make it part of the listing. I've been putting it in the listing title, the date that it's going to ship. Or the date that it'll be ready to ship. And then I just put them on the shelf, and I put the fact that it's sold and the order number. I'll put it in a Post-it note and stick it in the cup and let it sit on the shelf for 3 weeks. Clean it up. All right, that's what I'll do. Almost 2 more of these. And then we will be ready to do our last row of these swoops. It's going to be the bright pink. Oh, this is fun. This is a fun one. It looks as good as I thought it would in my head. Okay. I hate to do this to you guys, but I need to take a very quick pee break. So I will be back in less than 2 minutes. Okay, sorry you guys. Thank you for your patience. Ooh. Oh, that's that's fantastic, Daffy. How you doing? Okay. Thanks, everybody. Sorry about that. Had to pee. I got to get little cards that I can put on the screen so that people know what's going on if they look away and come back and wonder why nobody's talking and nothing's happening. All right. This one is going to be the peak dots. And then, oh, I'm loving this. We need to try the teal. We need to try the teal soon. Okay, good. We still have another hour, so we're good. Let's keep going. Oh, thank you. You too. All right. This is our last row of these swoops. It is going to be in the bright pink. Now for these peak dots, what I decided to do is consider that the color grade was white, then all of the blues, the purples, and then the pinks. So I started with the white here and then started doing the color grade from the lightest blue, which is the same as this one here. So this here and this dot are the same color. This first set of swoops and the third dot are the same color. Third set of swoops, fourth dot are the same color. So even just changing up what you do in here, you could pick a single color that you want to do. You could do it all the same color as your the swoops. You could do it all hot pink. You could do it all white if you wanted to. And every single time you change just that one detail up, the design is going to look different, right? Oh, Christine, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Sharon, sending you lots of love. Let's send some love and healing vibes to Sharon and her pup who are at the vet right now. Love you, Sharon. All right. It's amazing to me how fast my hands started to hurt when I started painting primarily. Well, I was really only painting mugs and ornaments, right? And mostly mugs. So please make sure that you take care of your hands, stretch. I'm getting a set of compression gloves. Keep them as healthy as you can and give them a break. That's why I made the foam thing. We sat on here one day and brainstormed some ideas. And there's a clamp that I'm going to be ordering as well. So look at the different things that you can do. If you're going to be doing something fairly regularly, make sure you get the things that you need for your body to do well with that. Okay. Wrong color, Jamie. We already did this color, you bonehead. This is supposed to be hot pink. I like to sing when I yell at myself because it sounds a little less judgy, a little less mean. Thank you, Mary. All right. Well. Oh, that would be pretty, yeah. All right. Bright pink. Here we go. Gotta give it a stir. She's bright. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try. Oh, so pretty. Andre, I am using multi-surface acrylic paints. Thank you, Carrie. That one's a little tight, but that's okay. Oh, thank you, Brella. You're welcome, Andre. This is a mug I'm working on I've been pulling cards from my Dot Mandala inspiration deck and painting mugs or something, mostly mugs, inspired by the prompt on the card. And this was day 14, and it was a skill prompt. Some of them are, nature, music, or words like gratitude, giddy. And then some are skill cards. Some are designs like spiral or 3D designs or an urchin design, things that are specific to Dot Mandala designs. And then others are skill ones that have to do with color. And this one is a 3-color color grade. So gradually going from one color to the next and then to the next again. So the colors were pink, purple, and blue. Sorry, pink, purple, and blue. Oh, I love this. Brazil, that's so awesome. Oh, no way. I want to see your work. That's amazing. I just followed you. I want to see. I want to see. Here we go. Trying to find a way to grip it so that I'm not going to put my thumb or hand in other paint and still be able to support it because I'm going to put weight on the mug with this side, right? That's where your hands and your wrists are going to take a bit of that beating. When in doubt, put it down for a while, let some of it dry, because when it's dry, you've got places to put your hands, at least for a little while. Do it as slow as you need to accommodate what's comfortable for you. Yes, sticking your hand inside the mug is a great idea. Thanks, Barb. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Oh, that's Barb. That was Paula. I'm sorry, Paula. Thank you. Yeah, I've done that a couple times. I don't know why I didn't do that. Oh, this pink is fun. Right? It's like it's glowing in the dark. I'm so happy. I love when this happens. Okay. Ooh, I was holding my breath there. Make sure I didn't. Oh, I love it though. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mina. Thanks, Andre. You keep holding your breath too, Tricky. Thank you, Tater Tot. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one that was holding my breath, Nikki. That's good. That's good. I'm really glad. All right, so what I'm going to do is because I didn't make it the rest of the way with these peak dots, with the color grade, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a slightly larger tool. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go, nope, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. And I'm gonna go slightly larger. I don't know why I'm choosing to do slightly larger. I think I need to do it even a little bit larger. Hold on. Hold, please. Yes, that's more of what I wanted. Yeah, the pink just did it, didn't it? Woo-hoo-hoo. I love it. Oh, I so know what I'm going to do. We're going to do some more swoops. Okay. It's one of the things that I'm not completely caught up on the comments, but I'm seeing some of them as they're winging by, and I think that's one of the things that I'm having so much fun with this deck of cards is that I feel like I'm creating with some intention, and when I'm attempting to embody the feeling and envision the feeling, like one of the upcoming cards is what was it? Resilient. Like the music card was another one. Well-being was another one. Giddy was the other one. When I'm trying to embody those and put those into the piece, or at least pay attention to what I see and what I feel when I think of those words and those feelings, that's not something that I've ever really done before, at least not mindfully. And these cards have really given me the chance to do that. Sorry, I'm just cleaning one of my tools. I'm sorry that it's shaking here. I find that it's really challenged me to just, again, create more intentionally. And what I've been finding is that the stuff that I've been creating is like, I feel like it's totally next level for me, you know? Yeah, it's coming, Paula. It's coming. You're reading my mind. You're reading my mind. You know where I'm going with this. All right, so I'm going to close that up for a second. Clean off my tool again. But yeah, it's been really cool to really create intentionally. And I'm feeling very active growth in what I'm looking at and what I'm trying to do. Yeah. It took about 30 seconds of watching for me to come. Oh, yay, Nikki. Yes, they totally talk to you, right? You have to let it talk to you. And it's the power of tuning in to what you are thinking and feeling while you're working on something, I think it's quite amazing. Okay, now I am going in at the end of these little dots. I'm just going to do a few little walking dots there. I'm really happy with my spacing on this one. The fact that this top petal, they're nice and perpendicular, pointing top and bottom, that feels really good. When the symmetries work out, it's pretty gratifying. I've been using the pattern work to manage my anxiety. Yes, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible how therapeutic this can be, right? The repetitions, it's like counting, right? I count while I'm in this, and that to me is relaxing. And it's what I love to talk about when it comes to meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be sitting somewhere with your eyes closed and trying to quiet your mind. It can be, you can get the same meditative benefits from allowing your mind to focus on something that you don't have any negative reaction to, right? Just sitting and counting dots. I'm not judging those dots. I'm not judging myself for how I feel about those dots. I'm not judging my ability to count dots. I'm not, it's resistance free. And it can be so incredibly healing. I've been practicing my swoops tirelessly because one day you're going to release these patterns. It's coming soon. It's coming soon, Paula. Hi, Wolf. Thanks, Christine. Right? Symmetry is my love language. I love that. You need to make t-shirts with mandalas on them and say that. That's amazing. I've done some line mandala work, but the dots is so soothing. Yes, I totally feel you too. Yeah, I started drawing mandalas. That's how I got into all of this, was I started by drawing them. And there's a lot of relaxing benefits to it for sure, but it's just different, right? There's a different kind of feeling you're looking for there. Is there a drawing mandalas for dummies manual for? I don't know if there is or not. There's a ton of stuff on YouTube though. A ton of stuff on YouTube. In the new year, I'll be putting a Facebook Live video where it was kind of a tutorial for drawing mandalas. It's definitely not going to be your top of the line tutorial, but that'll be there soon. YouTube is coming beginning in January. Yay, YouTube! I don't have to seal them, Crazy Train, actually. These are multi-surface acrylic paints, and they cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking or after air curing for 21 days. I am making the switch to air curing everything to avoid bubbling. Yes, completely different feeling. So yeah, I don't need to seal these. I don't need to put anything on top of them. Top shelf dishwasher safe after baking. I still recommend though, and if you are painting these, and certainly if you're going to sell them, or of course if you buy one of my mugs, I highly recommend gentle hand washing, just to be on the safe side because the designs are so delicate. I do have friends that have my mugs and have been using them, putting them in the dishwasher, and everything has been fine. That's my paranoia speaking, but my paranoia is strong. So there you go. I find my biggest challenge is that I always gravitate towards similar patterns. It's so funny you say that, Mina, because one of the things that I'm starting to kind of come to, because I used to do that too. No, this is the same color. These are the same patterns. This is the same design. And they would always turn out completely different. But while I was working with them, it felt the same. And I felt like I was getting in my own way by not branching out and doing more different things. And while I think that there's a lot of value to trying those things, it's the intention behind it. Am I doing it because I feel like I need to, because I feel like I'm doing something wrong if I don't? Or am I doing it because it sounds really fun and there was this thing that I found or this idea that I saw and I really want to try it and I really want to master it? Or is it something I want to do because I'm so close to mastering this other skill and I think this one's going to be the next logical step? So looking at why you want to look into doing something different, that's something that I've started very recently asking myself, and it's making it much easier to create new things because I do it when it's fun. And sometimes the same pattern with completely different colors is going to look like a completely different piece. So it doesn't have to be different. Like these swoops, I'm doing an absolute crap ton of these swoops now, right? Doing them all the time. I love them. I think they look gorgeous. They're just fantastic to me. But when I change up the color, they look so different, right? Like there's these swoops and then there's these swoops. Same or very similar pattern, right? Slight spacing differences, but they look completely different. So just be kind to yourself. And, you know, there's so much value from staying in a similar pattern or even practicing certain patterns over and over again. That's skill. That's skill development, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. Give yourself a little bit of a break, Mina. It's easier said than done, I know. It was very difficult for me too, and I still struggle with giving myself a bit of a break when it comes to that. But I hope that helps anyway. You knit as well. Yes. It can definitely quiet your anxiety, right? That repetition. And your mind can go somewhere else. It's peaceful. I'm scrolling back to catch up. You had a great idea with the t-shirts. What is it? Mina, you're most welcome. I hope that it's helpful. Yeah, the hand washing, right? It's just too scary. Like the idea that you put hours of work into it and half an hour in the dishwasher and it could all be gone. It just scares me so much. Thank you, random thing. Oh, thank you, Barb, for answering that. Glad you got your answer, Nats. Hi, Jolly. Oh, that's so cool, Nats. I'm so excited for you. You're going to have so much fun. So much fun is on its way. Okay, so now we are going to do some more swoops. You ready? All right, we're going to go backwards now. So we're going to start to work our way down this color list, and we are going to create more swoops in here. Like on your Christmas mug, Paula. That's what we're going to do here. Are we? Yeah, we are. At a momentary lapse. Let's start here where I can hold it in the mouth of the mug. So instead of going up close to this peak dot here now I want to start coming this way because I'm starting to build it up this way. I'm not pulling it too far in. If I pull it too far in, I'm not going to have the space that I need to fit all of these colors in here. Oh, thank you, Christine. This worked so well on the Christmas mug. The green and red and white and gold mug. Going back just to the topic of feeling the need to do something different, here's a really great example for you. If you ever want some inspiration on sticking to just a couple patterns. On Instagram, there's an account called Shop World Love. And you'll see that the majority of their designs are the exact same or very, very similar designs, and just switching up the colors. I found that incredibly encouraging when I saw that. Because it meant I didn't have to do something different every single time. Okay, after this one too, I'm going to go down a size in the tool because I don't want these to be all super chunky. And I've got a lot of colors to fit in here. I have 5 more, so 4 more rows of swoops and then one center swoop. So I got to conserve some space. Yeah, take a look. Some really cool stuff. Thanks, Clean is Cool. How you doing? Good to see ya. There we go. I'm doing good, thank you. So when I'm spacing it from the other side, what I'm trying to do here is replicate the amount of space between this dot and the swoop on that side and do it over here, because I'm looking at it from upside down, so it's going to be different for planning that spacing. So that's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Vib Ribbon. Visiting your mom, nice. I hope you have a nice visit. Oops. Okay, Clean is Cool. We'll be here for about another half hour. How do you get such a perfect circle for the large one in the middle? So that is a trick with the tools that I use. I use tools from a company called DIY Mandala Stones. They come in a bunch of different sizes, and they all have different sized ends to make different sized dots. So I used a large tool like the one on the right there. How long can you usually paint for before your hands and wrists gets tired? Hour and a half to 2 hours. When it's mugs. When it's stones or canvas, other things like that, I can paint a lot longer. It's the mugs that are the hard ones. But I'll show you the little contraption again that I built earlier today. Thank you to everyone who brainstormed and gave me suggestions. I didn't find pool noodles, but I found foam. Thank you, Barb, for reminding me to check foam, even if it's not the planter foam, the plant foam, because I think it's going to work really well. So I'll show you that here in a minute. So going off of the premise of needing to get a pool noodle to cut in half and put on a board and use that to stand the mug up, like put the handle down in between the two, that's what I did with some foam. So it's not really user-friendly when it comes to painting on the sides like this because I can't tilt, right? So, but for especially the beginning, it's going to help me out till around, like probably only, it'll help till probably around here. So I can get a huge chunk of these mugs done. Having this thing help me hold it. So I'll show you that in a second here. And between that and the fact that I have a Lazy Susan, I put that on the Lazy Susan and then it'll spin for me too, which is super helpful. Okay, so there's that one. We're going to continue on with more swoops, but I will show you the contraption first. So we have Lazy Susan, and we have, so this is a half circle, a half sphere of foam that I got at Michael's. It stinks really bad, but it's also the Mod Podge and the glue that stinks, so I'm probably not going to try and breathe it in for a little while. So I cut it in half and then I cut the top off there because then this is going to hold the mug like so. And I can tilt it a little bit as I need to, but I can also have it in here nice and flat and it'll help me and I can spin it around. And that's going to make a huge difference, right? So thank you to everybody that brainstormed with me to help me figure this out. Thank you as well to Paula for sending me the link to the clamp because I'm going to order a clamp as well that is probably going to work very similarly, but I just don't know how I'm going to set it up and everything. I'm going to get like a little piece of a 2x4 and do it. But so this worked out really well. So thank you everybody for all of the brainstorming to help me get there because it has made life significantly easier already. And I just made it today. So that's very exciting. All right. So now we're going to switch the size of the tool and we're going to go back in and go here. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I could totally do that. I think there's a lot of different ways that I could play with it, right? And then the clamp is really cool because it's just a double-ended clamp. So you've got a really high strength clamps on either end of a flexible arm. So I'd be able to like clamp it to a 2x4 or to my table and then clamp it to the mug and be able to manipulate it around and stuff too. So that could be really cool. All kinds of cool ideas. So thank you guys to everybody. This is going to definitely make life a lot better, a lot less painful. No, I need the other tool. Whoops. Maybe I will be continuing with this tool. Be careful when you're holding on to your already painted sections as well. Try not to let your hand move around too much and be aware of if it's warm, like if you're even the tiniest bit sweaty or clammy, because that can lift the paint off as well. I've had it before where I've moved my hand after having it sitting on the paints for a little while and the dots literally just slid. So keep that in mind when you're painting your next sections. Now, of course, once it's fully cured, that's not going to happen, but while you're waiting for it to cure, like if it's just a day later, even just a couple hours later, just be very, very cautious with how you hold on to the already painted parts. So then we're going to end up doing a final swoop down the middle that is going to be the original blue, and it will connect down to here. And then we will look at adding some teal top dots. Should we try it out and see how it looks? I think I'm going to try it out on one of the blue swoops, because that would be the easiest thing to replace if I don't like it, right? So it's not going to be easy to replace that center dot. So I can always replace one of the blue swoops. Oh, thank you, Georgia. I'm using a metal tip tool. It's got a little metal ball on the end. They're clay sculpting tools. You can also find them under dotting tools. Dot Art Depot sells sets of them. There's sets that come with their double-ended tools, so each end of the tool has a different sized metal ball. And I have an affiliation with Dot Art Depot, so if you use code JAIME10, JAIME10, then you can get 10% off. So the double-ended tools are really helpful for doing the swoops and for doing the walking dots. I use them a lot. Okay, and we'll do a test with the teal here in a few minutes. Oops. Needed more paint. Oops. This is where I start to really relax too. I'm zoning right into this. Oh, I missed one with the previous color. Whoops. All right. That happens. I'll let the comments refresh while I'm doing that. I'm feeling a new hyperfixation coming on. Uh-huh. Yep. I promise it's fun though. You'll love it. You'll love it. I do have a few tutorials. Now here is the thing. I am going to be starting a YouTube channel in the new year, and then all of my tutorials that used to be for sale on my website will be available for free on YouTube. I have not picked an official release date in January. My goal is January 1st, but I may have to do a January 15th, but we'll see. There's lots of great content creators out there that have lots of free content as well. And mine will be soon. We're making turkey, and that's all I can smell right now. It smells so good. I think I'm just as excited for mashed potatoes as I am for turkey, though. All right. So I kind of like ping-ponging back and forth between the colors and the color grades so that it doesn't... But one of the other things that looks really cool in a color grade too is just doing the same color grade in the same order over and over again and repeating the order. So both options will work. So you could take a color grade. So I could have, for example, started from the pink, worked my way to blue, and as soon as I hit the blue, start back with the pink again, right? You can mix that up however you want to. All right, we're going to keep going with the same size tool. We'll do some more. Oh, yes, thank you. Thanks, Barb. Barb remembers more than I do about my own damn business. Yes, the Facebook group. I have a Facebook group. It's called Mandela Addicts by Mandela Love Affair. The link to join it is in my bio. And we do have one of our admins. She does some beginner lives to go over beginner techniques for dot mandalas. Thanks, Barb. Okay. I'm going to power through here and try and get as much of this done as I can in the next few minutes, because then I want to try the teal. And I'd really like to have the whole thing done before we try the teal. So I'm going to power through. I've got this color and 2 more of swoops. And then I want to try the teal. Oops. All right, now we start on this end. I had a lot of tea this morning. Sorry, I am going to have to run and pee quick. But we'll stay on a little bit longer past 3. just to get this done, because like I said, I really, really, really want to see what the teal looks like. I think it's gonna be like pow. Doing all right. Just doing the pinks and the purples would be a cool one, eh? Just going back and forth between the pinks and the purple color grades. I'm going to keep these paints out that I've mixed. We might add in some more colors to the color grade. That would be pretty cool. Okay. Going to pee again, and I'll be back. You're welcome for the TMI. Back in less than 2. Hi, Audrey, you're okay. Okay, I'm coming back. Hi. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Wrap up in my blankets. Yes, I washed my hands. Grab the next color. Let's keep swooping. Dee-dee. Oh, thank you, Fabian. You're welcome for the giggle. The prompt for this one is a color grade. Yes, Steph. Color grade, 3-color color grade. So the 3 colors were purple, pink, and blue. Those are our 3 colors. So then we did a gradual shift from pink to blue. So we're getting ready to start the swoops with this one. So this was day 14's card prompt. Day 14 of me pulling a card from my Dot Mandala deck, Dot Mandala inspiration deck every day for 30 days. And this one was number 14. Thanks, Alyssa. I use multi-surface acrylic paints. I know, I'm a fast peer. I perfected that when I used to work in a factory because I had to pee so often and people had to cover for me because we were working on an active line. And they used to tell me, like, we love covering for you. You're so fast. I'm like, it's the only way that you guys will do it over and over and over again for me is if I'm fast. I guess it's a good thing that I'm not wearing the jumpsuit today, because that would have taken me longer for sure. All right. Oops. Yeah, hurry there, hurry back, hurry there, hurry back. And when you're a peer, you got to do what you can to make sure people like you and will help you. Oh, this is looking cool. It's looking cooler. It was already looking cool. This is super cool. I'm so happy with it. In case you couldn't tell. Thank you guys for answering questions while I power through to try and get some of this done. I will come back to the comments, I promise. But I do see them going by and that you guys are helping each other out, answering questions so I appreciate that very much. All right. Thank you, Art by Allie. Thank you, Ms. Sue. I have 2 years. Does the paint come out of my sleeve? No. No. It does not. It probably would if I rinsed the sleeve soon after depositing the paint on the sleeve, but no. All right. So yes, this inspiration card was card pull number 14. I did a shop restock on Saturday. That was yesterday. I did a shop restock yesterday. Some of the mugs from the first 9 days of pulling a card from the inspiration deck. Today is day 16, and I haven't pulled a card yet for day 16. So I will pull that later. Get day 16 ready to go, and add it to the queue. I'm like 5 cards behind. So we'll grab the cards and we'll put them in a bit of order and review what's coming up. I know one of them is the word gratitude. One of them is the word resilient. One of them is the word darkness. I still have the Seed of Life, Sacred Geometry stone to finish. I'll show you guys that one too. I might work on that one tonight a little bit. Once this one is all done. Oh, I'm so happy with this. Imagine some lime green if I did the pink to purple color grade with this blue, this bluey purple, and a lime green. That would look probably pretty cool. Hi, Anne. Right? Yeah, I haven't finished my designs. So today's day 16, and this is the mug from day 14. I'll pull all the rest out. One of the other ones that I'm absolutely shocked hasn't sold yet is the well-being mug, the green. This one, I'm shocked. It would have been I think it's because it's shit photos, probably. It's gotta be, because there's no way that this guy, right? It's gotta be the photos. Because, like, look at that one. That one's well-being. I know, my cheerful sleeve, it's one of those things, and sometimes I wipe my paint on my hand too, and there's a part of me that's like, no, because then maybe someone will know that I'm an artist, and that would be kind of cool. I always like that idea of being covered in paint everywhere. Picked up the habit of using your hand. Yeah, it works though. It works. That's the hard part. Yeah, so I haven't finished everything yet, but we're getting there. All right, so next is this one. I don't do custom orders, but I will put that on the list. I do have a plan to do a bunch of color grades, like the green with like another accent color, in all of the colors of the rainbow, and do a bunch of those. So there will definitely be some orange coming up, because I do want to do all of those color grades. Thanks, Georgia. All right. We're making headway. Let's keep going. Okay, so while I'm painting, I'm not going to be able to see the comments, but I will come back. But I really want to see if we can get this done. Because we got to try that teal. This is the last set of swoops. Then we're going to do our center swoop. Oh, I love these colors so much. Then we're going to do our center swoop, and then we are going to try a metallic teal on top of the large blue swoops. We're going to try on one of these blue ones. See if we like the look of it, and then if we do, then I will do it on the center dot and all of the rest of them as well. This one looks very feathery. Like, it makes me want to do this same color combo, but go from the pinks into reds and oranges and yellows too. I think that could be super cool. So many ideas that are all just slight variations of this design, right? Oh, I love it. Just answered. Same wavelength. Getting extra paranoid to make sure that I don't smudge any paint. Hi, Crystal. Christmas was good, thank you. I hope you had a wonderful day. Right? It is meditative, isn't it? So calming. You back to work, Crystal? Or are you giving yourself some time today? It does look like feathers, eh? I was just saying, how cool would this one be? I could. That's another one I should do, is green, the greens to blues. Yeah, that would be pretty. All right, time for our final center swoop. We are going to do that in blue, and then we will be able to try out the top dots. Just in time. Yep, perfect timing, Tater Tot. Going downstairs later today? Atta girl. Right? Never ends. Holiday? What holiday? We work. But it's funny, you know, my friends tell me all the time, they're like, you need to take some breaks. And I'm like, but what I would do on a break is what I'm doing here. There we go. And I'm going to put a dot in here too, because I've got an idea. Because this paint isn't going to pull all the way down. Yeah, I'm going to play with this. Okay, I've got a very specific idea, and it's going to work out wonderfully. It's just going to take another minute before I can put it into place. Actually, I've got an idea. Okay, what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm actually going to let this dry. And then what I'm going to do is once it dries, I'm going to go in and right here, I'm going to start a bright, or maybe right here, I'm going to start a bright pink swoop and pull it down. And that bright pink swoop is going to go all the way down to here. So it's going to be a two-tone center swoop. Okay, so we're going to do this for now, and then I will do that after it dries, but I will film it and make sure that you see it. And I'm going to fix some of that. I'll fix that. All right. Still looks pretty cool though. All right, let's try the teal. I'm dying to try the teal. So, I think we need to go super bright. That's my thought. So let me cut myself a little paint pot to put the teal in. Ah, thank you. Bye, Barb. I haven't. No, I haven't used their acrylic paint yet. I've heard from a lot of dot artists that it's ideal for dotting, ideal consistency for dotting. Because I use craft acrylics right now that are really, really watery too, right? Probably TikToky. Hello, thank you. But good to know. I'll keep that in mind. All right, so I'm just shaking up the teal here, and then we'll... So that's the teal that we're going to do. Okay. So We're going to try it just on one. We're going to see how it looks. Oh, I'm so nervous. Are you nervous? I'm nervous. I'm going to do it on that one. Center one. Front and center. You ready? Okay. It's okay. Because if it doesn't look good, I can remove the swoop and easily redo it again. No problem. Oh, this is not going to be a problem. This is not going to be a problem at all. Look at it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I wonder if it's too much teal, though. I think if it should be smaller. Let's see. Oh my God, I love it. Ooh. Oh, that's fun. Okay, we got to do the center dot. What size was the center dot? So the size was the 24. So we're going to go down to a 19. No, we're going to go down even further. To a 17. 17. Yeah, like I like this one better. I'll do the rest more like that. I paint wood ornaments that I cut. Oh, it would take a lot of layers to cover. Okay, gotcha. The Color Shift pearlescent ones. Oh, really? I've gotten a couple of the Color Shift ones. They're pretty cool. Okay, so let's do the center dot. And then we're going to call it a day. I've got to sign off, you guys. But I'll be posting my live schedule for the week later on this afternoon or evening. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Oh, I got to breathe. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, it looks so good. I'll get that bubble. Get the bubble. It's a big one. Let it settle. It should level itself out pretty quickly. No, we're going to fix it. We're going to do it ourselves. Oh my God. It's magical. Magical. It's freaking amazing. Yeah, I'll do the smaller one. I might redo that one, but I think it'll be all right, and I'll just do the rest that way with the smaller one. All right, you guys, I'm sorry to do this. I do have to get going, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day today. I will post the remaining or the live schedule for the remainder of the week later this evening. Still a couple mugs left on my shop from my shop update yesterday if you want to check them out, as well as some blanks, some tea light candle holders, some hearts, some other stones that I made, and the Dot Mandala Inspiration Deck. It is available for pre-order through the link in my bio. Any questions, you guys know where to find me. But thank you guys so much for coming and choosing to spend your time hanging out with me. I'm really grateful, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Love you guys. Bye. Thanks, Jerry Lynn.